Christmas pizza for your darker pleasures.
Monkey's Emporium, the coolest vintage toy shop in the universe. Monkeys.
Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Tales from the Lost Emporium. It is another Sunday night. That means we're going to roll some fun cubes and play some D&D. Woo! It's good. Yes, we don't have the full complement here. We've got our transatlantic sub in again because somebody forgot we were still without Funkin. But we'll speak to him in a sec. He's here. He's stepped up to the mark again. John is being our Mr. Technical, and Pete is the an actual lost boy at the moment. He is on his way, but he will be joining us shortly. But as always, let's always give a shout out to our amazing sponsors. Johnny, did you want to do it again in your inimitable fashion?
Yeah, I can do it.
Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to the world of Dungeons and Dragons with Tales from the Lost Emporium. And our sponsors this evening is the one, the only, he's on his way, Lost Boys Pizza. Great pizzas, black bases, discount if you say that you watch the show. Monkey's Emporium is our second sponsor this evening. Vintage toys and collectibles. Go check it out, www.monkeysemporium.com. And finally, the greatest game shop in the world, bar none, Shade Glass Games. Give them a cheer. I'm sure they will get some kind of discount if you mention Tales from the Lost Emporium as well. Done.
He's not here to say no, so that's all good. Yeah, we are once again doing Descent into Avernus, but you're already in Avernus. Woohoo! It's all going to go chaotically well again. So, yeah, lots happened last week, but I'm pleased we've got our players here. So let's have a chat to our players. First up, Sherry, how you doing?
Hello, I'm okay. I am going to be playing Feitora, who is the life cleric. She keeps the group alive, or tries her best to, as they get up to nonsense. And just tries to get them to not make too many bad decisions. It's just the underlying theme.
And for the third week in a row, you're going to get dropped, right? Because we don't have our full complement of playing. It's a tradition.
100%.
We've got to keep it going. Yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Sherry. Next up, we have the lovely Lord Flashheart. It's Dan. Hey, Dan. How you doing?
Hi, guys. Are you good? Everything all right, I hope?
Yeah.
I'm well, thank you. I shall be playing Lord Flashheart today, a very confused but heroic man who has somehow done a deal with a pit demon that lives in his shield. This would make sense if you watched every week. To say it like that, it sounds kind of silly, but it does make sense.
But yeah. Is he a bad man? He sounds like a bad man the way you're describing him here.
Well, it depends. If you sit on the side of the fence that isn't Lord Flashheart, then maybe he's a bad man. I don't know. It's hard to say.
We'll find out as the story unfolds. Amazing. Next up, we've got our super sub in all the way from the other side of the pond. It's Chatbox. Hey, Chatbox, how you doing?
Hey, guys. Well, yeah, like I was right in the middle of ordering a pizza when you called. It's not Lost Boys pizza because they don't have that over here yet.
Boo.
Give it time.
I'm willing to start the first franchise over here, though.
Yes,
So-
definitely.
I need 100 dice rolls off you people.
Oh, yes.
Oh goodness, I forgot about that.
But you are
Sorry.
back as our mysterious ranger.
No, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to hear the Bush is alive and well, just playing football
Yeah.
instead of being here with us. But okay.
Yep.
I'm willing to guess Bushy's not happy if he is a Nottingham Forest fan. If he's a Leicester fan, sorry.
He's Forest, isn't he? He's
in that case,
he's red
in that
through
case-
and through.
It was 100% worth him taking tonight off. So he'll be loving it.
Good on you.
Loving it.
Good on you.
Excellent. Yep. They got hammered. Yeah, I think. I briefly saw. Yeah, that's enough football talk. Boo.
That's enough from chat box. It is Mike.
Finally, you've already seen him. If you tuned in to Monkeys Emporium's auction, you've seen a lot of him tonight. It's Johnny. How you doing, Johnny?
Hello, you all right, everybody?
Oh, great.
I got my favorite T-shirt on tonight. Doctors and Daleks.
Oh, amazing. I'm loving the look of that.
My name is Felix Warbot. I'm a Malflin. I'm a bard. I'm in L, creating L, and I'm very much looking forward to tonight's game. Thank you.
Well, it might be bad form, but I'm just going to mention Monkey had a great auction tonight.
It's not bad form
bit
at
of
all.
fun. Bit of fun.
Brilliant. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and Felix, he's got a bad case of gas at the moment, hasn't he?
Yeah, I was like randomly. I was in the shower thinking about this morning or this afternoon. Yeah.
Was that just a quick insight into the life of Johnny there, that he was in the shower this morning or this afternoon? Like whatever.
I time travel quite a lot, so I never quite know where I am. We're in heaven. I played the next campaign as well. Sorry. Yeah.
Turn down the light.
Yes, so the party are in Avernus. They're still in the city of Elturel, which has been sucked down into the first level of hell. All sorts of bad juju happened. Flashheart tried to kill the whole party by unleashing the demon from his shield. It was all part of the deal he'd got going.
Save the party. Oh.
We know the demon in the shield, Gorgoth, is really interested in badgers now, but that's all Jeremiah's doing. You then got turned to statues for a couple of months, which was kind of nice for you because as far as you guys were concerned, no time passed whatsoever. But everybody that was in Elturel was having a very bad time. You're now no longer statues. You met up with an old friend, headed to the High Hall, got into lots of scrapes along the way.
You know when you say high hall?
The High Hall.
Never mind.
You met a mysterious ranger, not a mysterious stranger. He was a mysterious ranger who saved you all from a horde of demons. You then fought some hellhounds. Gorgoth once again showed up. Flashheart has bravely sacrificed something that you guys may or may not be aware of. He's all mysterious now. He's been chatting to his best buddy in his shield. And yeah, you got in, and oh no, a little halfling girl went missing. Oh, and Feitora's ex-boyfriend is somewhere in hell. She can definitely confirm that. Oh, hang on. And finally, your friend, Thingamy, I've forgotten his name. The main guy from Baldur's Gate. Ravengard, older Ravengard. He got brought back by a tall, deep-voiced, sepulchral man with dreadlocks, and he was unconscious. You fixed him up. He said he'd had this these like visions while he was wearing this helmet of Torm. This sent Lulu, got Lulu really excited. And she said, we need to go to Fort Knucklebone. And Felix went off and followed the mysterious tall man and got zapped for his for following him after they had a nice chat along the way. And then might have been, and then Fatora put the helmet on and passed out. And that totally only happened because we were missing one of our regular players. And it's, as we said, it's tradition that Fatora must always get knocked out in some form. So there we are. Of that, there's 3 of you in the High Hall at the moment, in the High Hall Cathedral. One of you is passed out. There's Flash and Gore Hunter, who I guess have seen Fatora do this. And there was probably gasps from everybody because there was Feria Jinx who helped out. She was the acolyte of Torm. And meanwhile, Felix has swigged from a bottle of gaseous form and is floating along following Gideon Lightward, the mysterious deep-voiced man.
On the bottom of the
I think what we'll do while we wait for Jeremiah to come in, because otherwise he won't have the option of causing the usual chaos that he's known for, we'll stick with Felix. So, Felix, you're going to continue following this Gideon Lightward guy?
So first of all, DM, I have some questions.
Yep.
Will I know, I was in the shower thinking about this. Will I know that the gaseous form lasts an hour? And will I be able to approximate like how long an hour is? I want to get back within the hour. I don't really want to leave the team
for too long.
No.
Yeah, you would definitely know. This only lasts an hour, and you have ways of estimating the passage of time, even though there's no suns down here. You've lived a happy life and have a good fixation in your mind of kind of how time passes.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3
Definitely.
So I'm just following as far as I can. I want to. So I've swigged this bottle. I've turned into a cloud of gas, which, from what I can read, can fit through cracks and is like steam almost.
Yep.
I'm obviously not taking my own form. I'm trying to like look like mist as much as possible.
Clinging to the floor.
Yeah, kind of like, and I'm just following this most heinous creature to find out what's going on.
He'd done some good stuff, but yeah. So you follow Gideon Lightward. You're following him for about 15 minutes, and eventually he comes to what you would guess to be the Grand Cemetery, because you'd heard the Grand Cemetery talked about. It is to the west of the High Hall, and you've gone through quite a lot of the city ruins. There's buildings falling down. It's in a really bad state, the city. But Gideon's picking his way unerringly through the ruins. Nothing is bothering him. In fact, it looks like a lot of the demons and devils that you've not encountered any on this side of the city. So something's been keeping them out of the way. Hey, yeah. So you go, as you can see, you're traveling from the center of the map to the left, the Grand Cemetery. Yeah, he's picking his way through dead easy, and he comes to the smashed open gates of the Grand Cemetery, and he just sort of looks around, and he heads over to a large, half-ruined mausoleum that has some steps descending, and he just looks again back over his shoulder and heads down the steps. And from your vantage point, you can see that it's like heavily shadowed down there. And as he gets to these shadows, it's like the shadows part. And whilst it's still dark on the other side, it's not. It's like this black curtain is pulling apart, and he goes through into some underground part of this mausoleum.
Following him.
Ooh. Smoke drifting down the stairs. As you get there, the shadows sort of snap shut, is what you see before you get to the bottom. Still okay to keep going?
It's as long as I've got the time to. I've fallen for 15 minutes. I'm going to hang around for 15 minutes, and then I'm back for half hour.
Right.
And I think we've got Jeremiah is here.
Yay!
Hey!
Pete, how you doing? We've missed you.
Yeah, I'm really good. People really like Camden at the moment.
Which is
So,
good.
yeah,
I'm pleased.
yeah. So 40 people booked, 120 people turned up. So I've just been pitching in a bit more than expected today, which is great because I smell
Lost
delicious.
Boys Pizza is busy tonight. That's good.
The world's only vampire pizzeria is in full effect this week. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for letting me join late. I'm really, really sorry I'm late. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
It's not a problem. Thank you, Pete. You can briefly tell us who you're going to play, just in case there's people that don't know.
Yes, I'm playing Jeremiah Havoc. I'm a human monk of the four elements, and a short temper, I guess.
All the bad guys are pointing their weapons at you right now.
Are they? Well, they actually, is that it?
Well, no. Fortunately, we're just following Gassy Felix at the moment.
We're following Gassy Felix.
Yeah, he's because he swigged his potion of gaseous form and followed the mysterious gentleman that had delivered Older Ravengard.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yes, Felix is at the Grand Cemetery where Gideon Lightward went to. He's gone down into a ruined mausoleum. The darkness parted and it's swished back, and Felix just starts to seep under the darkness. And let me just double check something. I know you are gaseous, but can you let me check? So I've got gaseous form open as well, because I believe you get advantage. Cool. Can you make me a con saving throw, please, as you pass through this veil of darkness?
Let me just check something. I want to just check. I've got luck. I rolled a 9, but I'm going to use one of my lucks to roll again.
No, you don't need the luck. You've got advantage on saving throws when in gaseous form.
That's good, isn't it?
On Dex, Con, Strength.
15. Oh, no, hang on.
15.
I got 20. Hang on. I rolled a 20, so it'll be plus 3, 18.
18. Cool. Yeah, you feel like a chill even through your gassy incorporeal self. And it's almost like a shiver running down your non-existent spine as you pass through this darkness.
All I'm thinking is shit. I've got to do it on the way back out.
So you pass through this mysterious darkness, and on the other side you can see that like it's this mausoleum, and there's some like areas where stone coffins have been, but then there's also an area which it's all in ruins, and like the ground is open, and you can see that's as if something has smashed into the ground and taken out half of this mausoleum at the back, and it's actually a piece of a meteor smashed through. And there, where this bit of the meteor would be, it's hit with such impact that there's like a 30-foot pit. And you can see that this pit is sort of boiling, and it's a putrid purple mist is bubbling there. And Gideon has just put a large tome. He's got this large leather-bound book, and he's just placed it on like a wooden stool, and he's approaching this pit filled with purple mist.
Not a fan of Gideon.
Can I get close enough to see what's on the tomb, or is that
No, you can do that. You go over to it. and it's got sort of scratched into it in rather spidery, shaky writing. It just says Gideon's Testament.
I know we're not in combat, but I'm just gonna spin around picking targets.
Threat identification. I think we're talking. Yep.
Can I see if I can perceive what this purple stuff is?
Okay. Yeah. You look over and you can see Gideon starting to chant in this low voice, and it's like it doesn't sound like nice words he's saying, and you can see this purple mist is starting to broil more, and you can occasionally see like a silent screaming skull appear and then get pulled back down into the vapor. And then you can see he's put his arms out and he's bringing his hands up and shaking, and like you can see black veins appearing on his arms and going up to his hands as he's channeling some sort of force.
Oh, where's Jesus when you need him? Right. Okay. Can I look? Is there anybody else around? Can I look around to see if there's anybody else around?
Give me a perception check, please.
I'm using luck. I want to know.
First
11.
opportunity I get, I'm casting Hunter's Mark on that guy.
You're still back at the other place where Fator was unconscious. Cool. So, sorry, what was your score, Felix?
11.
11. That so you're looking around and it's like, did that shadow move? I'm not sure. No, it couldn't have moved. Maybe it's because I'm like still aghast that the shadows look a bit different. That's sort of all you notice.
Okay. And how big around is the?
It's 30-foot diameter at its widest point. What you can see now as well is there's this big section of it in the center that's really bubbling up, and you can see two bone horns starting to come out on the top of a skull.
What the fuck is going down here like?
Fireball.
Like that, Felix.
I haven't got any spells to be able. We need to get something where we can communicate between each other somehow, because this strikes me as the type of thing that there's a chance Fator. Can I roll any type of sum check to work out anything that's going on in this scenario?
You could.
Yeah, you can.
No, Fator. This looks like a Fator. This is, I'm assuming, something anti-religious.
Well, I mean, I don't think you need, like, you've got your book of undead monsters, right?
I have.
Yeah. You read it loads. You read it to kids. What it looks like is coming. It looks like there's an undead minotaur rising out of this pit. This guy is definitely up to. Oh, you've had an interest in necromantic dealings. Like this guy's got all the necromantic mojo you could ever want. He is raising one, maybe more minotaurs out of this pit.
What's the name of your god, Fatora?
Mashakal.
Michelle.
Mashakal.
I say the Mashakal. If there's any way Fatora can hear this, please allow it to call through.
Isn't she currently unconscious right now?
She is.
I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. And that is where we're going to go now. So, Fatora.
Yeah.
You put on this helmet. There were words spoken. And then you passed out and hit the ground with a bit of a thump. The rest of the party that were there saw this happen, and they're like, "Oh, it's because Fonkin's not paying attention. That's why every time Fonkin's not paying attention, she goes down." And you get this vision of, and it's, you kind of know what's coming before you see stuff unfolding in front of your eyes. You remember that dream you had where you were amongst an army riding into the gates of hell. It's exactly the same, only this is in vivid color, and you can smell the brimstone and the sulfur, and you can feel the heat of the air as you go screaming into hell, with all these brave hell riders, with this angel on a giant golden winged mammoth leading them in front, and she's got this shining sword in her hand, and you're there while this whole army fights not just demons but devils as well. You're beset on all sides, but still the charge carries you all through. And then you remember that, like, the army broke, and again it's that moment you can feel the change in all the soldiers around you, where that little creeping doubt starts to feel, and you can feel that the bravery is instantly gone and people are thinking of their own self-preservation. But the angel, she's so far in front, she's got maybe half a dozen of her most loyal retinue around her, and they don't know that now they're cut off and completely swamped on all sides, and you can feel the terror spreading through everyone around you, and you're like, they're going to run. I need to mitigate as much of the innocent lives as possible. So they're moving back, they're falling back, they're running. It's a full rout now. You can see the portal, and you draw that crystalline staff that you know, and you stand there and you hold off demons and devils to get as many of your fellow riders through. And then you see that large mace swinging, and you know it's going to shatter the staff and connect with your head. And that's all you remember. And then you wake up gasping for breath. And everybody else sees you go.
That was a lot to take, man. I was processing it here.
Okay.
She just remotely accidentally inhaled Felix when she woke
Yeah.
Right.
Insert gasp here.
You could totally vape Felix. The form is in now.
I guess first thing is I look around, see where I am.
Your memory's a bit hazy, but snippets are coming back. You can see older Ravengard, you can see Flashheart, you can see Jeremiah, you can see Gore Hunter, the mysterious ranger. You can see the halfling family minus one child.
Minus half a child.
Yeah, I guess
you can see Fonkin still fleecing some of the people over in the corner.
Does Faetora still have the helmet on?
She does, yes.
Why?
I was wondering if what woke you up is it maybe you like ripped it off or something. If you've still got it on, then it's like, that's a good thing, right? If you still got it on, like, keep it on, don't take it off and put it back on again.
And then
I don't know.
And then you're suddenly struck by the realization that Felix isn't there.
Okay, then if Victoria will like instantly stand up, look to the party, and go, "Where the fuck is Felix? Where is he gone?"
He wandered off with a tall, dark stranger.
And none of you went with him.
I personally,
I'm not quite part of the party yet.
And Flashheart was doing some business with his new business partner, which is going to be a blacksmith / sacrificial child to demon delivery service. Just the blacksmith part is what I explained to you guys.
Right. There we go.
Gorgoth is like, I approve of this.
Okay.
Can we bound them in chains before they're delivered to me with the blacksmith?
We'll smelt them down before they go in the sack. It's fine.
Yes.
Fine. Right. Okay. Okay. We need to find Felix, and then, like, I'm assuming Victoria would reach for her head because she's been bashed there twice now at the same dream. That she'd be going, like, is there a lump or is it all
Yeah.
just check? There's
Yeah.
no like actual scarring that's happened.
You
'cause-
reach up and you touch the helm of Torm, and then you put your hand under. Everything seems fine.
Cool. That's fine. Right. It's fine. I've just got a concussion. It's fine. I'm in hell. It's the least of my problems.
It's the hematomas that are holding the helmet on.
Should I get like a +1 AC per helmet? No. Right.
This is the helmet you just attuned to, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
and,
but-
and through the attuning process, the helmet's knocked you out.
I don't know what it does though. 'cause
I think I would probably look at you and be like, "Are you okay?"
Is the helm in my inventory? Because I have no idea what it does.
And we just
It-
go
it
around
knocks you out.
really nearly now, do we?
Is that it?
It gives you visions of a certain type, and then most of the time it knocks you out.
Cool, that's fine. But I need to run into for something, so I'm just under tuning. If I've got this on. Cool. Then, right.
Can-
We need to find Felix
Can
and
Flashheart ask a stupid question?
go for it.
Does Fatora, do you not have a way? I've seen you speak to Felix from a distance in your mind. Is that not something you could do now to see where he is?
That's something that he can do, and I can respond to him
But
initiating.
but there's a distance limit for it, isn't there?
There is, but then I get out my ball of scrying and I go, fuck it. Where the fuck is Felix? And I scry on Felix.
It all goes swirly.
There we go.
And then the mist-
He's a gas again.
yeah,
Oh.
the mist clears to reveal more mist, which is oddly floating around this pit filled with a purple mist from which a giant undead minotaur is emerging, and by the side, arms outstretched, black veins in his arms and his hands, is Gideon Lightward.
Okay.
Well,
And
Do I
the
reckon-
shadows. are
that sounds like
closing
a
in.
target.
Do I recognize where that is?
Nope, you've not
Cool.
seen it before.
Why have we
Right.
let Felix go off and not tell us where he's going in a mist form?
Well, the last
We
I
can't
checked,
find him to a place that we can't get to.
the last I checked was Felix went outside to go talk to a priest of Lathander, and that's the last time because I told him right he wanted to talk, and then he said he was coming back. So clearly, Felix has done Felix things.
He wandered off from the tour.
So, however, Felix is he's fine. I think. Have I seen Felix use gaseous form before?
You would recognise it.
Cool.
You
He's
certainly
fine.
knew he had that bottle anyway.
He's currently a cloud. This could just be the concussion. He's suddenly a cloud, and he's currently watching some what I think is necromancy at work because there's a minotaur that's come to life, but it's not alive. It's just undead. Same as I did with Bath, if you remember.
Right, hold on. How long since he left the room?
I don't know. I've been out of it. I'll be honest. I've had a nap.
You've probably had like it took him 50. It was probably about 15 minutes before he got to that. He's been gone about half an hour.
Right. Are we going to assume so? There's no way we can't just go out and be like Felix. So like where? So we can't see where he is. We just have to wait. We can't get to him.
Yeah.
We just have to assume he's going to come back. And
Well, knowing Felix, he will come back.
no, he'll come back like nothing's happened and just be like, "Oh yeah, there's a Minotaur factory over there."
I know. Oh, but just so you know,
In
Jeremiah,
which case, I'll just put the kettle on.
we have we do know at least a starting location to start looking for Zariel's sword, and we need to go to Fort Knucklebone or whatever it's called.
Cool. Do we want to wait till Fifi's back before we do that, or are we all just gonna go
Preferably, We should wait for Felix to come back. But and yeah, I guess we just have to wait here, and then. I mean, Felix could be getting tips because he keeps mentioning he likes undead. It's basically what happened to Bath, but on a giant scale is what's happening. It's just a giant scale version of what happened to Bath. And so, but it's a Minotaur, which is terrifying.
Terrifying, but it's a sustainable source of meat. That's what I hear.
It's true. It's just, and then I'm just gonna sit down and just go. Fuck it, I'm going for a nap.
I'll brew us a cup of tea.
Okay, can I have jasmine?
Can I have a short rest? I didn't get any sleep last night.
I thought you were about to ask me for a short black coffee. I was going to say
you can spend
Let's have a
half an
macchiato,
hour
please.
doing light duties for your short rest. Yeah.
Apparently, we should shake a bag of treats because it works on the cat Felix in the adverts. And then he'll come bursting through the wall like a Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah.
What does Felix consider treats? So has anyone got like a bag of like
what does Felix?
Probably halfling females.
Yeah.
Well, you've got
a bag of
invisible
halfling
bacon.
underwear. Yeah.
You've got your invisible bacon, haven't you?
Yeah,
You like that?
I've got a bag of I've got
Invisible bacon?
Yeah.
Invisible bacon. Right. Let me tell you about this invisible bacon, okay? That before I met my party, they invested so much into it.
It was amazing. There was a pig. It was turned invisible. Jeremiah gutted it while it was invisible. And then they came up with a whole story about invisible bacon, which was amazing.
Doesn't have anything to do with the Badgers, though, right?
No. The
Don't
Badgers
think so.
is a new, very recent addition.
Right.
And they have to be visible. The badgers must be visible.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I'm quite a fine hunter of badgers.
So
No.
are we just going to sit here for Felix to get back, and the moment Felix gets back, we shoot back off again?
Yeah.
Okay, then we do that.
We don't have a flare. We can shoot into the sky or anything. So I mean, that's our best bet, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we had a long rest, so it's just a short rest if we want, and then
I can't remember if Fonkin has send.
Oh, do I get to push a button?
Fonkin has send message. Somebody wake Fonkin up quickly in the corner.
He does, doesn't he? Let me just double check. He's
know.
got it.
I know Felix has got send message.
I got message, but it's only 120 feet.
Right, yeah.
This might be a moot point because if Felix has been gone for about 25 minutes, he's about to come back now anyway.
Well, he's got another
If
half
he
hour.
remembers
Yeah.
the time.
If in his gaseous form he can remember his Mississippis, he's coming back.
Yeah, let me just double check, just on the off chance that Fonkin has any form of telepathy. He won't mind using it, I'm sure, to get in touch with his fellow little person. Fonkin. Because he might wander over and wonder what all the fuss is about and why you're all upset that Felix isn't about. When Fonkin knows exactly where he is.
How would Fonkin know where
It's
he
just
is?
opening up now.
Hasn't Fonkin been like ripping off people in games for the last 24
He
hours?
has, but he's a mysterious warlock. He knows everything.
Why is he
Does
playing
he-
Warhammer?
No, he doesn't have anything like that. So
There we
no,
go.
he's still.
Then we're just gonna wait.
He's filling his. He's too busy ripping off poor people, and enjoying it. That's that.
When Fatora
Cool.
next
So,
levels up, send them a
Felix.
spell that they get access to.
Right.
Hello.
Hang on. Felix, give me another perception check, please.
Thank you. It's going to be a good one this time. I can feel it in my water. 22.
Oh yeah, you totally see this now.
Solid roll.
These shadows around the place are definitely moving and are centering on you. They're closing in on you. Slowly and inexorably, they're coming in.
Hey! I would like to.
Get the fuck out.
Give it gassy legs.
Yes. with all the gusto I can muster,
Yep.
I would like to leave.
Brilliant. You will have to pass through the darkness again. So if you could give me a con save, please. You do have advantage in your gaseous form.
7.
Uh-oh.
7. Can I use
Oh.
luck? I think I can.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
Spend it all.
18.
18. Oh, it would have been so good if you got another 7.
7.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, you feel this chill again down your non-existent gassy spine. And you pass through. And I'm guessing you're making your way back to...
How much
Wait,
time
me
have I
back
got?
back now.
How much time have I got?
You've been about... So in gaseous form, because you were out there talking to him for about 15 minutes, you then followed him for another 15 minutes, but that's only 15 minutes of your thing. And that's when they started to realise you hadn't gone. So you probably another 5... You probably got 40 minutes left as a cloud.
I would like to take the most indirect route back to the High Hall, taking in as much of this city, working out like the street pattern, because I've put the map up on the screen, but I'm assuming that we haven't got a map.
No.
No.
So I would like to work out as much of this city shape as I can.
Yeah.
Maybe from 50 feet in the air, so I'm not traveling on the ground. I'm a gaseous form, so I can just rise up in the air, I'm assuming, and I'm flying over the city to try and work out any pockets of like bad shit.
So
Are you
this
looking at the same map I'm looking at? Because
there's a couple of things to notice while you're doing this. So over on the left, so above the Grand Cemetery, on the left-hand side of the wall, there's like a main gate, and there's a tower there by the main gate. And you notice that one of the two towers on either side of the gate is collapsed, and there's and there's a gap through the wall leading to where the chain is anchored.
Wicked.
And you can quite clearly see the chain that's going down below. And you can see that it's pulling tight and keeps straining against the city. You can see that. The other bit that you notice is you did sort of notice it on the way in. This side of the city, particularly close to the Grand Cemetery, there are no devils or demons. So all in this sort of bottom left quadrant, from the High Hall to the left, up to the big gap you've seen, in it's kind of that square, there's no demons or devils. You can see activity in the next quadrant up. So kind of northwest, the northwest corner, there's you can see devil patrols formed up of like 6 to 8 spined devils prowling the streets. You can occasionally see Vox flying, which are big flying demons, almost like vulture type things. But down here in the southwest, nothing.
Cool. So as I've noticed that gate, so I'm kind of picking a nice route where we can stay as suddenly as we can.
Yep.
And making note of where that Grand Cemetery was, so that I kind of want to, like a tour guide, want to point that out as maybe we leave the city. I don't know, but being able to say, "Oh, there's shit going down in there," and then getting back to the High Hall as quick as possible, please.
Excellent. Yeah, so it takes you the 15, 20 minutes. So you've been 40 minutes in the gaseous form by the time you get back to the High Hall Cathedral. And you can like seep under the door, or you can go in a crack in the roof from the top.
I want to go in a crack in the roof, and before I drop my form, I would like to quack around a lot. I
you
want
notice Flash Art is kind of chilling out and having a bit of a rest, trying to take things easy, trying to collect himself. You see Gore Hunter, he's threat assessing everything.
just hunter's marking everything.
Yeah.
Mark you, hunter mark you, hunter mark you.
Fator and Jeremiah, I don't know. What are they doing?
We're playing chess or something. Oh, me and Jeremiah are playing games.
We're having a cup of tea and doing our nails.
Yeah.
Has Jeremiah got hair?
Yeah, he's got a mohawk that flops to one side.
So I am gonna obviously
That's the emo hawk, if you will.
once I've kind of gone through all I really want to do was to go through some of the tents and the other places and just see there's not like I'm basically looking for a dead body and
All right, okay.
Because if I can come back and go, oh, by the way, there's a Minotaur over there, I found my way out the city and I found the kid. Really, well, not very much can I have a day off.
You won't find a kid there. You'll find a
Wonder
lot
where
of
that body is.
a lot of people that are upset and despairing. You see Seltern, the druid, he's taken himself off to a quiet corner and he takes out of his pouch, he's got this little seedling in a wrapped in like a leather cup, and he's desperately trying to get this seedling to grow. You can see it sprouted up and there's a couple of little green leaves, and you can see that he's muttering to it and he's giving it some water, making sure the ground is moist, and he's desperate for this connection to nature. But you can see that he feels like he's fighting a losing battle, as this little sprout is not thriving as much as it should, and you can see that he's actually pouring some of his energy into making one of these leaves greener because of the little brown spots appearing on it.
Why did he tell me that? Okay, and then I'm gonna fly back around to where the other two are playing chess, and I would like to gas through their hair, my gaseous form, maybe a gas action to blow their hair up blustery like a Beyonce video, and then sit by the side of him and turn my drop as a bonus action, drop gaseous form, and look down at the chessboard and say, she'll get checkmate in 4 moves.
So, Jeremiah Fator, yeah, you're there, you're playing chess, you're drinking your tea. It tastes awful, by the way, the tea.
Why?
Like, it tastes really fucking bad.
To both of us.
Yeah. And then you swear that it's like, oh, it smells just like when Felix farts. Oh, fucking hell. And then he's there and he's like, yeah, she's going to get checkmate in 4.
I shriek, as soon as he pops in the appears, I shriek, ah! And throw my tea all over him.
Out of curiosity, because gaseous form, there's still almost like a cloud, isn't it? It's not invisible.
It's not completely. He was as it's sort of dingy there. The lights.
So would Fator have seen the form, knowing what he's looking for anyway for Felix?
Well, no, you were concentrating on the chess game and the bad tea, and then he snuck up.
Yeah.
Then if that's the case, Fator would probably look at him and just slap him for disappearing, for disappearing without telling anyone. Chastise him for it.
She hit her head. I was letting her win to be kind.
But then look at him after, and then I'd give him a hug as well to make sure that he's safe and he got home safe.
Yeah. I've got to say it's burning me up inside not to say it. He snuck up on you like gaseous clay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Amazing.
It's fine. I don't get the joke. It's fine. I don't understand. I'm sorry.
You're brand new.
It's all good. It's an old man
in the corner
joke.
of the room. Like, did that fart just apparate?
I know what you found, I think, Felix. like you found a minotaur?
No, I'd say I don't even start with that.
Oh.
Start with he's got a plant over there, and he's trying to bring it back to life.
Okay,
You should help him with that.
Oh,
okay, I will help him. I feel like there's more pressing matters between a plant growing and a minotaur rising from the ground.
Now, then, how do you
Solid
know?
point.
How do I know that?
Yeah,
Because I scried on you, lovely, to check that you were safe and okay. Because I woke up and you weren't here, and it'd been a while, and I was worried.
have you know that thing, that necklace you wore that you couldn't be scried on?
Yeah, I've had to. Yeah, I've been attuned to it.
Can I attune? Can I borrow it? Can I buy it?
Why?
Because it freaks me out. I could be on the toilet. I could be doing anything, and you were sitting there going, "Oh, look what he's doing now!" Like,
I'm sorry. You were disappeared. You told me you were going outside to talk to a guy and coming straight back in, and then you went outside to talk to the guy, and then you vanished.
I wolf whistle and I signal over Go Hunter and Flash Art, and I say, "Feitora, we will take this conversation up another time. No looking at my poo."
Okay, understood. Do you want me to go help this guy with his plant?
I do, but before we do that, I'm hoping the other guys join me. I would like to recount the tale of terror, of bravery, of gaseous form, and I obviously take the next 10 minutes with my loot to regale all of us about what just happened, the entrance to the city, the Minotaurs. I even do the voices of that.
Right.
This Gore Hunter thinks very carefully about putting a hunter's mark on Felix.
Yes.
I'll listen to what you say, my solid fart friend.
And as I'm regaling them all, I would like to give bardic inspiration now, randomly in this moment, because I think they're going to need it. To Feitora,
Oh God.
Flash Art, and I'm going to do it to Go Hunter, I think. So you've all got bardic inspiration for the next 10, 15 minutes.
All of us.
Right.
Do stuff, ask questions, look for things, get ready to leave. You got advantage on stuff.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Well, Feitora's going to go over to this druid. I don't know what Felix is expecting me to do, but we'll see. Feitora goes over there.
Yeah. So you find Seltern in his quiet corner, and he's like, "Is there anything I can help you with?"
So, okay, you know we've got a little halfling in the party, and
Oh,
He-
yes.
he's mischievous, but he's lovely.
Okay.
He said that
Mischievous is a PG-13 description. He's probably a little cunt of a man. Anyway.
well, he said that you had a plant here, and you were trying to get it to grow.
Oh, yes. Well, obviously, we've been here in Avernus for 2 months now, and I can feel my link to the natural world is being severed, and it's only the Goodberries that I'm able to conjure that's keeping everybody going. But it's harder and harder each day. I feel myself becoming distanced from the natural world. This is such an unnatural place down here. This is my and he pulls out from his cloak, and it's like, imagine like a little leather plant pot, I guess, and it's got moist soil, and there's this little shoot coming up with some leaves, and one of the leaves is getting brown spots on it. He's like, I know if I can keep this growing, I've got a link back to the plane where everything is right and nature is ascendant. But I'm losing day by day. I'm losing my grip on that, and it's further and further away. I don't know how much longer I can keep these people alive for.
Okay.
Is this guy an opium fiend? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I thought you've just grown cannabis, to be honest with you.
I just got to grow this one plant, man. I just need this one plant to grow, man.
Genuine question, Gary. I've still got a shambling root in my inventory. Do you remember ages ago when we bought the
Yes, I remember the shambling root.
Will I know that from it growing? Can they grow it in a way so that it can become like a protection thing, but also a link to nature, or will it just become evil and fuck them up in the future?
So it would be
So many options.
It would be an awakened shrub, which would be loyal to you and whoever you specify. It may cause chaos. It may go off and it's quite a wild thing, but it could probably look after itself.
Okay,
They should
but
kill some children.
is it a link as well to nature?
Let me just check what sort of.
Because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find. Is it nature?
If it's plant type, yeah. If it's like abomination.
Composed of well, it's a shambling mound's composed of decaying leaves, vines, roots, and other natural swamp and forest compost.
Yeah,
it seems to fit very well with hell, to be fair.
I'm sure the awakened shrub is much nicer than that, but I'll just double check.
I would like it to be nicer. I would like for it to be even if because it can reach a point. It can reach a point, I guess, with it. They can still, between the few that are here, kill it before it gets too.
The good news is an awakened shrub is definitely of the monster type plant. So, yes,
okay.
It would definitely have a link to the natural world.
Then Victoria's going to look at this druid and go, "Don't question me. Don't ask why." And yeah. So my party, we've done a lot of things. Okay, we fought a lot of things. Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck up these people so bad.
Do it.
It won't be a shambling mound. It will be an awakened shrub.
We managed to get, and I pull it out because I remember putting it in like my alms box thing, kind of thing, and I show him. We managed to get a shambling root from a shambling mound. Which might help you connect to nature. The thing is, I don't know how this grows, how dangerous it's going to be. But it's a baby and it's probably going to take a while. I don't know if this would help you for the time being, and then when it starts reaching a point where you can kill it.
Smoke it.
But I don't know. All I know is that I can give it to you and I can say because I don't know how it works. I'm not a druid, but I don't know if this would help you with connecting to nature more of your plant, because this is a bit more magical that it should.
I believe it will have a more sentient connection to nature as long as it stays alive, which it should be able to look after itself. So maybe my time could be spent elsewhere while I've still got this link. I appreciate the gift. Okay, and then he takes it from you and he wedges it in this thing. He's like, I'm not sure quite how long it's going to take to grow. It's a long time since I've done anything with an awakened shrub.
If it starts getting out of hand, you can get rid of it. What we've learnt is fire, which is great in hell. Just put it in lava. It's fine. You're perfect. That's what we've learnt. But it might help you connect more, I guess.
It's good. I appreciate the gift.
Okay.
And because he's put it straight in the moistened soil, it then goes poof, and it does. This plant appears and it's wearing the other plant as like a hat. and it lets out a bit of a and then it looks at him and goes, "Dad, Dad."
Cool. And at this point, it's claimed him as dad, which means he is not my responsibility anymore. So whatever happens, it is a clear conscience.
And then he's like, Oh, and he's pleasantly surprised, and he gives it a bit of a stroke. So,
There we go.
Gareth,
he's got a better link today.
I don't want to break character, but like there's a toy line called Inhumanoids.
Yes.
Amazing.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
you,
yeah.
is that
Yes!
is that
That
Except it's got another little
Wow.
plant for a hat.
it's got a
now.
mini plant.
Dude, that's so cool.
That is exactly what I was
And-
seeing.
Awesome.
on the plus side, me and Johnny's new punk band has got its name. We're going to be called Awakened Shrub. Just so
There we go.
I'm in.
Excellent.
Right.
Can
Um,
I be like the best of that
Yes.
group?
then I feel good that I helped somebody connect to nature in the most weirdest way possible. But
Even-
at least
even-
this way,
even
I
though you might have killed him in the long run, that's cool.
yeah. But at this point, to be fair, he accepted it. He could have refused, and I warned him it was deadly. But I also told them that it's fire used to kill it. If I remember correctly,
Burn it,
how-
burn it.
we found fire was the best thing for it. I do make sure to tell anybody who looks capable of fighting what it is beforehand. And I do make sure to warn them that fire is what you need. Keep some on hand. Worst comes to worst, you've got lava outside. Like, it's hell. It shouldn't be too
I mean,
difficult.
Yeah, just outside there's the blacksmith that you guys saved, and he's got some kids with him, and he's saying how he's going to run a course in blacksmithing, and he's like, well, I mean, yeah, fire won't be a problem once we're up and knocking
Cool.
metal into shape. Yeah, we can keep an eye on that. Sure, no, that's
Awesome.
not a problem.
I like
Kids, if that thing ever gets out of hand, throw it in the furnace.
Yeah, that'll work. Right. Fatal.
Grand idea.
Best, I'm trying to look up what I can't remember what my charisma is, and I don't think it's very high. It's an 11. I think I dealt with this perfectly. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
in a show of goodwill and character to the group, Flashheart gives the blacksmith, who he barely knows, but gives him some of his own gold and says, this seems like a good cause, and I want to put what I can towards helping the
Amazing.
children. Whatever it takes for the children.
Wow.
And he's like, gifts gratefully accepted. Fine hero of L2L.
And then I go back to Felix, and I go, there we go. I helped him. I gave him a magical shrub.
What?
Felix has forgotten he asked you to do that already. So.
Well, Felix, you remember when we fought that shambling mound
In the sewers.
in the sewer?
I thought you were going to pray or some shit on a plant. I didn't expect to give him a run. Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? Where was the comma in that sentence? Was it, I thought you were going to pray, comma, or shit on a plant?
But you know the danger of asking for a shrubbery is they're gonna want another shrubbery.
Well,
Never
that's
fucking
what
end
that's what you graft for, and you take a little bit of one plant, and then you plant that, and it becomes another plant.
It's all gone very Knights Who Say Knee around here.
Right.
I've killed enough houseplants to know that's not how it works.
I lean over to
You water
Jeremiah.
it, you put it in the sun, it dies. That's all that.
I lean over to Jeremiah and I go, Flashheart, I think he's turned over a new leaf. Do you see him giving all that money for that charity?
I don't buy
Yeah,
it.
you saw.
I don't buy it. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
I got that.
Right then, revenge. Are we? I keep forgetting. Are we Revengers or Re-Avengers?
Revengers.
Really?
Brandon.
None of us can read or write very well. So
Okay, Revengers.
I'm just a
Assemble.
mysterious
No,
stranger lady. I'm not associating with you guys at all.
Right, I'm gonna start rounding people up and
Concrete
go.
was
Right,
sick for a long time.
we need to go and we need to head. And I pick up Lulu, and I'm like, Lulu's like, we need to go to Fort Knuckle Bones or whatever it's called, because Lulu thinks that's where they'll remember next where the sword is that we got from Zariel that we need to find.
I got an idea.
Well, that's all very well, but I've still got people to fleece, and I'm getting them signed up to my little cult. I mean, my my patron. No. My way of thinking.
Funkin, I will pick you up.
I said, just you try it, little lady. I got this.
Grab him by the sucker.
What's your idea, Felix?
I look at Go Hunter and I say, look, you were the experienced tracker around here. Now, I understand. Have you left this city? During the 2 months we've been asleep, have you left this city? Have you stayed so in the city? Go Hunter?
I've been waiting 4 episodes to say this.
I am always Go Hunter.
I'll lend my bow.
That's not strictly speaking what I asked, but respect.
Right. I'll take that as an affirmative. Let's go.
So,
How do we get out of the city?
right, I found a hole in the gate, but from what I can see, this is why I'm asking Go Hunter if he knows what's going on. We are hovering above the ground. So,
I am aware that you all have been statues for quite some time. I have shot pigeons off of most of your foreheads.
have you been?
However, I will have to defer to Minion Gary to know what I know.
You know about the hole in the wall that leads to one of the chains. You've definitely scoped that out.
All right,
Because
so
you're a canny one.
I'm changing from Clint Eastwood to John Wayne. All right, well, so
we know the difference.
I've heard some tales here, roundabouts here, and it's not been good. We're being dragged into hell. Hell's a bad place to go. But what it's actually turning into like George Bush. That's weird.
Well, we can't read or write either, so you
but I know about this hole over here that we might be able to go out and investigate.
Right. Should we go and be stealthy about him, assuming?
Hang on a minute. Before we go, we are off the ground considerably.
500
Right.
feet. Yep.
So we have to go down a train 500 feet to the ground.
Okay.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
I can fly.
Let's go.
Yeah. Should we stealth?
Woohoo.
Because I don't want to attract more fucking
Okay,
demons.
let's stealth. Just before, let's stealth.
I
Let's
might
go.
have. I might could have a spell for that. Give me just.
Pass up this. Pass up this.
We'll do.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace on the party.
Oh.
So add 10.
Plus 10 to everybody's roll.
18 with pass without a trace.
Oh,
Excellent.
I critted, so I got 36.
Oh,
No.
holy shit.
Damn, my egg goes invisible.
Are we stealth rolling?
That's an inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Super stealthy.
My absolute favourite, the only thing I'm good at. 27.
Deceits by
Yeah.
the looks of it.
Add 10. Add 10 as well.
37.
Hey.
I used my bardic inspiration for that stealth roll, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So, not to rain on everyone's parade or anything,
It's fine.
were you telling anybody in the high hall that you were going off on an adventure, or have you just immediately stealthed and snuck out of the high hall?
No.
Wait a minute. This leads me to my next question, the Go Hunter. I am going to run back to anybody in the more senior position and say, just a quickie, I've got a map of outside because we need a map of hell. Where can we get a map of hell? Do I still know about his shield? Or do we take his shield gone?
You know about flash arts.
I've got
so you know
I've
things.
got a bit of local knowledge. I think I know a cartographer.
Who would have spent time being like cartographing hell? Just out of interest. But
somebody that hated drawing maps in life, and they go to hell, and it's like cartograph this.
I was
Whatever.
going to say,
We're
someone
still
that,
in a city that's being dragged into hell.
but
right,
someone that didn't want to go and find food or anything like that was like, "Oh, I'll do the map. I'll do the map."
I'll keep drawing the maps, buddies.
Yeah.
Well, from what I understand, this city's being dragged into hell, but it's by chains, right?
Mhm.
It's being dragged down into a river of fire.
No, it's a river of black water. It's
Okay.
the river Styx. Yeah.
So will that, when it reaches the black water, do I think it will sit there and float and become part of the larger mass of hell, or will it disappear into the...
You can give me a religion check.
Come on.
Yeah, like once again, I have to throw my knowledge of the place to Minion Gary because I don't know what I don't know about this place.
Yeah.
With my -4 religion, I rolled 4.
4. You got no idea. You think, city this size will float. It was near a river before. It's got to be buoyant, right?
Well, I mean, he asked me the question. Can I make the same roll?
Yep, absolutely.
What was the roll?
Fucking
Religion.
Religion. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, 15 with my bonus.
15.
That's all right.
That's fine. So you know anything going into the river Styx is in for a bad day. Be that something living or something not so living. There's very few things that can stand up to the contaminated water that spawns demons.
So what you're telling
From
me
the river
is,
Styx that
is the
demons-
big black river is bad.
Yeah.
Got it.
But I'm assuming out of character, I'm saying this, like Flashheart would know that as well because he was at the bottom of the crypt and he saw the river. So
He saw the
knows
river.
It's bad. luck.
He knows that river's bad juju.
Okay. Okay. So if we can get a map, that'd be brilliant. If not, I'm out the door and we're off and going on an adventure. Oh, I forgot my handkerchief. Let me go back and get it.
Do I have such connections, Keeper?
So you guys would, I guess, you'd know enough to speak to Alder Ravengard and Rhea before you leave, and they're like, "We'll stay and help defend the city. We'll organise it." But now Alder's back, we can organise a meaningful defence. We've got this side of the city is pretty stable. We think we've got most of the people we can at the other half of the city. We'll do what we can to hold off the demons and the devils. And then they're like, if you can go off and do what you need to do and hopefully get the city out of hell, that would be much appreciated.
Be happy to do it, little lady. I just my bard here. Do you have any sketches of the outside area, like map kind of things that we can procure here?
She's like, unfortunately, no, not of Avernus. I would guess you may find some people out there. Maybe some denizens that you can persuade, but yeah, certainly no one from within the city has ventured beyond the walls. So yeah, you're heading into the unknown, I'm afraid. Good luck.
Don't die.
Happy to be a service. Happy to be
I
a
idle up to the side of Gohart, and without saying too much, I simply say, I would also stay away from the cemetery. Have a nice day.
All I'm saying, Felix, is this might be the stupidest collection of people on the planet that I know about right now.
I go up, so.
Cool. So yeah, you guys do the super stealth rolls. You manage. Felix will unerringly, and Gore Hunter actually can both lead you to this hole in the wall if that's where you're wishing. Unless you want to go to the Grand Cemetery, it's entirely up to you.
I want to certainly walk past the Grand Cemetery, pointing at there, saying, "That's where I went in. It's fucking weird. That guy went in there. There is a pool down there full of minotaurs that are being brought back to life. If we want to go and do how we can, or we can just fuck off out the city."
I want to go to Fort Knucklebone.
Much like the guard at the gate said that Blackstream is bad. I get it. Big cemetery, bad. We don't want to go there.
Okay,
Let's continue on.
Didn't we establish, Felix? Didn't you say that there was no demons, ghouls, or otherwise in that area. So the fact that they're in there, that might not. I'm just saying, are we sure it's a bad thing that these things are being brought up from the dead?
Well, I get the impression in some way he's using his necromantic power. This is my opinion as Felix, to protect the city, because I think that necromancy is an overlooked art, and I think it can actually be bringing people or things back from the dead to protect people is not satanic, and you know, it's not a bad thing.
Well, I don't disagree. I mean, what I'm saying is that it's weird that that area has no demons and horror show stuff. Yet that's what's going on in that area. You'd think that would be the most like impacted area, but it's not.
Yeah, no, I think everything's safe. I'm with Anta and Feitora. I'm like, I think this area is safe. I think there's no problems. They're all in the cemetery. We're not going to go there. Let's get out of the city and, you know.
I've got Lulu with me, so I'm assuming as well that like Lulu's helping me in some way. If they reckon, like, I know where we're going. I know where I'm heading to. I don't know how to get there, but I know where I'm heading to.
She knows roughly the direction of Fort Knucklebone. Yeah.
Lulu's trunk's just changing direction.
she's like a pointer dog.
Yeah, let's go. Right, so are we going through the hole? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Like, let's go through. And I'll say, I'd be careful not to fall into the fucking river.
Yeah. So you reach the edge just outside the city walls, and there's like this scorched grass around there. Can everybody make me a dex save first, please?
Dexterity save.
Stealth roll, Gary. No worries.
13.
Crit
13
plus 7.
Nice. Good.
22.
22.
Nice.
Good.
Got a 17.
17. Nice.
Dexterity. Let's go.
Most days I like to spend up waking up not dead.
10.
10. Okay. So I think Felix is the only one that's lower than like 12, 14. Yeah.
I got
12.
13.
13. You're safe. Okay.
Okay.
I'm dancing on the head of a pin.
Yeah.
So you guys pick your way across the rubble carefully and you get outside the city walls. Felix stumbles and unfortunately stumbles into a spout of hellfire that erupts. And you're okay. He only takes 4 fire damage
Okay.
from this gout of flame that suddenly emerges from the from the ground. You just need to look out for rodents of unusual size now.
I don't believe they exist.
Right, I'll have something to sort out.
Cool. You are now outside the city. You see this this infernal iron pin driven into the ground, and it's got this. Again, it's all infernal, so it's like hellish iron. It's got this odd glow deep within it. It looks like it's rusted, but it's sort of pulsing with this inner glow, and you can feel it's slightly warm to touch. Doesn't burn, but it's like you feel a heat radiating from it. And every now and again, you see they snap tight as they're starting to pull the city down. And it's only like an inch at a time that they're doing it, but then the pressure releases and they go slack again, and then there'll be another minute or two, and then it pulls tight and you feel everything groan, and you're right near the edge. You can see all of Avernus out before you. You can see over the edge below you is the mighty river Styx, this black ominous looking river, and then down these chains to the floor you can see that they're also anchored into the ground of Avernus itself. And around them, you can see hundreds, maybe even thousands of creatures fighting. And there's like a clear battle line between them. You can recognize even from this bit, there's definitely devils on one side and demons on the other. And at the bottom, like I say, wherever there's these spikes driven in, there's this massive battle unfolding. And you can see that there's some creatures that are, you would guess, like from the distance you're looking, it's 500 feet down, equal size to Gorgoth, and they seem to be directing their forces in the battle. You can see that sometimes the line bows, and then there's certainly one of these big pit fiends flies over, and then it straightens the line up with just its presence there as it inspires its troops to fight all the harder. But it's this constant back and forth of watching this huge battle unfold below you. So,
and the combatants in the battle, are they afraid of the black water, or are they?
Some of them, one side is emerging from the black water.
Uh-huh.
So that's the bad side. Understood.
Okay.
Is there a way down?
And that's the side that looks like. Sorry, go on.
That's right.
It's the side that doesn't look like the devils. The demons are emerging from the water.
Right.
Well, I
Demon
just got to say
Cloud.
that's the second biggest demon battle I've ever seen.
Amazing. And they're just happy to let that go. They're like, man, this guy's seen some shit. Cool. I mean, you can climb down the chains. It's entirely up to you guys. What do you want to do to get down? You've got 500 feet to climb down.
Do I have any spells?
Could I? This is just a question. I'm not saying I'm doing this, but could I unleash Gorgoroth and he could cradle me down in his giant pit fiend arms?
Gorgoth is like, so you wish to use me as a taxi or a personal mount? I mean, I can do that for you, mighty Flashard. However, we need to talk deals. What are you willing to trade?
I speak to you in a minute. I have a suspicion Fatora is going to have a better idea than unleash a pit fiend.
I mean, it may be better in the short term, but in the long run, who can truly reward you as I can, Flashard?
Oh my God, Gorgoroth is lit. He's the Wonga.com of pit fiends. This is a disaster.
It's the Wonga.com. That's genius.
Wow.
Right. So at least for the little ones, they can go with Jeremiah technically on his parachute thing,
I can fly the little one down.
What
Yeah.
about when we get to the bottom? Oh, there's loads of people fighting down there.
Oh, first things first, though,
We
we're
can
from
use-
this distance.
We
I
can
look
use
at
Flashard's
Lulu.
shield as a skateboard to land on.
Can I
Legolas it down, yeah.
can I see where our destination is from here?
Lulu's pointing. Let's see. So you've come out on the west of the city. She's pointing northwest.
Guys, where are we going? Is it the Knucklebone place?
Yes,
Yeah.
Fort Knucklebone.
And that's deeper into hell, in the middle of a massive demon/devil battle.
Yes,
Well,
but the really pretty elephants told us to go there.
The battles are only around where the
Okay.
pins are holding it in. You can see
And-
there's free land.
And side point, the pretty elephant melted my face, and Jeremiah's faces last time we.
No, Jeremiah was fine.
I was
I
fine.
was just. It was just Flashheart, brilliant.
And it was Felix and it was Funkin
Felix.
as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right. But I at this point I do just look a flash out and go, and I just start doing like blinking my eyes, like being like, "You're gonna tell me we can't follow the elephant?" And pout.
Of course, never let it be said that Flashheart didn't follow whatever Fatora wanted. We followed the elephant.
Well, this is going on.
I'm secure because I've got my shield with me, so I've got a
There
little
we
bit of
go.
backup. So we're good.
Well, this is going
I
on.
have got your back, Flash. Unlike these puny humans.
I sit down because I know what I'm doing. I'm like, right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Funkin on one shoulder, Beefy on the other, and we're gonna fly down, no problem. So I know that's happening. So while I wait for everyone else to figure out what they're doing, I've got my sketchbook out and I'm pouring through sketches. And I'm just drawing sketches of myself wearing the sword on different places. So would it look best on my back, or would it look best like hung to my left, or hung to my right? I'm sort of starting to pester Fator, even though she's busy figuring out what to do next to my face. Which one do you think, like, on the right, or which one do you think is going to look best on me?
And then,
Sword.
and then I look at him and I go, so which hand do you use for fighting? Because you need to go from whichever hand you're using, it needs to go the other side so that you can draw it properly. Otherwise, you're going to end up having issues. Felix, do you have any polymorph spells left, lovely?
I was going to say you didn't turn it into eagles when we were going to, so surely we could turn it. One of us could turn into an eagle.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If one of us turns into a flying creature, then
Yeah,
whoever
that's
that
it,
is
yeah.
can carry the
I
other.
volunteer to do that if that's to be done, because it's got nothing to do with being able to get out of the battle and sit on the chain. Not why I'm offering.
Well, if we were going to go down, I
Brave
would
words,
be saying,
Flashard. Brave words.
I'd be staying away from the chains because we'd be wanting to land not near where these spikes are in the ground because that's where all the battle's happening.
In the middle of the turban. Yeah, gotcha.
So we need to land somewhere safe. But that's only if I don't know if there's a polymorph spell available.
And preferably not one that turns me into like a vole or something.
I look at Funkin and I say, "Can I borrow that dragon?"
And he's like, well, give Funkin the dragon, take Funkin away from the dragon. I mean, you need to make your minds up what's going on with this bloody dragon. It's like a neck scarf. I was keeping my eye on him. And he's going, are you using it for revenge?
Yes.
It's like he's here on stream. Oh my god.
I think polymorph would be the best bet because then Jeremiah can take you and Funkin, and then whoever gets polymorphed can take me and Go Hunter, and then that's all of us down.
I feel like I missed a bit here. Catch me up.
If we can, someone's gonna get polymorphed into fly in, so Jeremiah can fly because of his backpack, and then we can get a flying creature to fly us down 500 feet, land somewhere safe, but we can all get down. And whoever does end up flying, we can keep that up for an hour so they can scout ahead, kind of thing.
I would say, remember the last time someone was going to get turned into a giant eagle? There was two of them, and they both got turned into giant apes instead.
It's fine.
Well, last resort, like I created this character through D&D Beyond, so I have a rope.
Is it a 500-foot rope?
No, I think it's a 250-foot rope, so we can get halfway there.
There we go.
I have a rope too. We can lasso them together and shimmy on down.
I've got a bag of marbles.
It's only
if that's any good.
50 feet of rope that you've got.
Okay.
Is
I
it?
think,
Okay.
yeah. 400.
Oh, thanks for killing it, Minion Gary.
I've been sitting there playing my little lute, and I say, I got an idea. As I pluck my G-string. How's about we turn Flashheart into one of them fucking bad demon things that are flying around, so he's in like incognito. Then I'll ride down with Funkin, down with the J-Man to the bottom, and then if the J-Man gives Fatora, or even better, Go Hunter, a little bit of paper, you fly up high enough, maybe you can like sketch out the ground around us, so we've got like a map to see where we're going.
You want me to draw a map?
We need it. We're in L, right? We
I'll
can't get
draw
lost.
the best.
We get
I'll draw
lost,
the best
in
map I
fact.
can. I'll draw the best map. I think that's a good idea.
fact.
Actually, he likes drawing. He's keeping a little documentation of everything.
Okay, so Flashheart's gonna be turned into a fiend.
Yeah, a flying fiend. Because
Is that allowed, Gary?
Life, and he's a fiend of a man.
I know.
Is there a challenge rating that you're allowed to? Are you going to turn him into a Varrock? It's V-Rock. They're like flying demons. You wouldn't be able to turn him into a pit fiend. So
No,
the Varrock is challenge 6.
whatever's the most inconspicuous flying thing that can carry two people and go up a long way without being even just like a wyvern, maybe like a fucked up wyvern, or like anything that just looks.
Your best one, it'll be this rock, because you've seen them flying around. They were what was going to swoop down and attack you when you were fighting the Hellhounds.
Okay.
What they're called rocks.
Rock.
They're quite innocuous at a distance because they look like eagles from a distance.
Oh, the new form can be a challenge rating equal to or less than the targets. So right now we're level 8.
Yeah,
So it
so
can
you
equal
could
to
get
or
one.
less.
So Johnny, it's just V and then ROCK.
Sounds like a radio station.
Yep. V-Lock!
A French radio station.
Keeping you safe through drive time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, if you all want me to like stealth out and check the area, like I'm quite good at stealth.
A challenger emerges. Ooh.
Who's going to wear the stealth belt?
Someone throw down the invisible gauntlet.
I don't challenge myself, but I've got pretty decent.
I'm just
stealth,
saying,
so.
D&D Beyond's got me at a +7. I'm just saying.
+7? Is that it, Gore Hunter?
Says a voice from somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry. Back in character.
What is your stealth?
+9.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's the
He is a
shoes.
thief.
I stole these
Well,
shoes.
I'm
They're
at a
awesome.
disadvantage because I'm a ranger.
Yeah.
I'm 100.
That's
That's a
it.
+7 with a disadvantage.
That actually looks like him already, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who's getting turned into that? How many people they carrying?
Flashheart and they're carrying Fatora and Gore Hunter.
Okay.
I'm going to be one of those.
No,
We're
not
getting
yet.
carried by one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I pack up my belongings. I put Felix on one shoulder. I put Funkin on the other shoulder. I do a few deep squats to make sure I've got good balance, and then I do a perfect swan dive. In my head. I do a swan dive and try to deploy the wings as I've done the swan dive.
One wing comes out.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's up to the.
I just
it's
got
up to the
visions of
editor.
Del Boy on Only Fools and Horses. Just on the hang glider. Oh!
In my head, I'm this graceful
Yeah.
swallow around a crow's nest. You know?
You've got Felix, who's probably up for this. Fonkin, you know he's going to wriggle a bit because it's Fonkin.
Should I use my rope to tie him down?
Yeah, Flashheart as the Rock. Fortunately, you've got like a strength of 17 in this form, so picking up 2 medium humans is easy because you've got the hands to do it, and you take flight. You let out a squawk, and it actually comes out as a roar, and it sounds good. And you look below and you see Jeremiah do this awesome swan dive off the cliff with a wriggling Fonkin and a Felix with a big cheesy grin on his face.
Hey, Gorehound saying this is the second worst gargoyle ride I've ever had.
Not to be outdone. Not to be outdone. I pick up Fatora and Gore Hunter and jump off like bomb style, wings closed, and just plummet past as I give them the old. I don't know if I could. I'm a V-Rock. I give it that as I go down, and then boom, wings open right near the bottom.
Well, actually, I think it's a challenge has been laid down, so it's going to be wisdom saves to see who bottles it and pulls the wings first. Because Jeremiah sees this and he's like, I'm not being outdone by that upstart Flashheart.
Wisdom. Oh, this is a wisdom save. Surely the bravado puts in a charisma save. Surely.
Okay, yeah, charisma. Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
Charisma save.
Charisma.
Or wisdom. Well, charisma or wisdom, I'm assuming, whatever your best is.
Mine to say it's like 17.
Oh,
You got
charisma
bad
17.
inspiration, Peterville. You haven't, Jeremiah.
Can I make a wisdom roll and be not stupid enough to ride with one of these kids?
I rolled 21.
He's picked you up.
I rolled 21.
Oh.
How?
When you had... no, it's not. It's no. What's Bardic Inspiration +4, isn't it?
No, you don't have Bardic Inspiration, so you would have had 8.
I've rolled a 7 then.
Yeah, you would have had 8. Yeah.
Oh, so you see this.
Have I got an inspiration point? I've got an inspiration point. Could I?
I thought we all got bardic inspiration from
No,
Phoenix
me,
No, no, no.
you, and
I
Gohan.
thought
No,
we
but
were
he's still got an
we were
inspiration
friends,
from-
Blackheart. I thought we were
If
friends.
I've got an inspiration point from last session. So can I
Yeah.
use that?
Ah.
For example, can I have the charisma save that I just rolled as 21, please?
There we
Not
go.
that I'm competitive when it comes to petty things.
No, of course not.
No,
Not
so,
that
I
there
mean-
was a better reason for that.
Listen, it's pettiness and flamboyance. Jeremiah, this is
I mean,
real.
Flashheart, you've still got bardic inspiration, haven't you? Which you could add.
So what does that add for me?
Add a D8.
Add a D8.
Yeah.
What do you want? You want a 17? Yeah.
17.
I'm on 17.
So you need a 4 to draw.
6. I'm
So,
spiraling.
it's close.
23.
I'm spiraling past Jeremiah, giving it the winks, giving it the one arm.
Meanwhile, all those that
I'm
are
trying
being
not to
held,
puke at this
like
point.
their faces.
Fator is loving it. Fator is having a blast.
Lulu, not so happy.
Yeah. And,
No one's picked her up. She's still on. She's still on.
I've still
You
got
can fly.
Lulu.
Jeremiah, you're like, fuck this guy, Flash. And it's like, oh, Flash, fuck him. And then like, oh shit, the ground's coming really fast. And you pull the wings and you slow your rapid descent and you turn it. You do turn it gracefully into a glide, but you lost the game of chicken. And by this point, Flashheart is like upside down, just looking up at you, and it's almost like there's a smile on that beak. And then he just lazily opens out his wings, spirals round, gives them a flap, and comes back up to your level.
I ignore him because I've got my sketch pen out and I'm trying to draw him out. That's what I'm up here for anyway. I wasn't here for any silly petty comments.
I think at this point,
I'm literally.
I think at this point, Flashheart is shaking me like a Fraggle, and I just give you the wave, like, "Hey, dude."
I'm juggling Gore Hunter up and down with one hand.
I'm ignoring him. I'm ignoring him, and I'm trying. I think I'm probably trying to engage 4 elements a little bit so that I can control the wind and make sure that I'm as graceful as possible.
I was going to say, when we land, should I not ask Jeremiah if he wants to hop on the old back and we can get up and get a good look for the map drawing?
When we land, you can do if you want, if Jeremiah lets. But
I
while
might
you're
have
doing
upset
that,
him at this point. I get that. I understand.
yeah, well, you're doing that. Fator is figuring out like basically which way we're heading, and once everybody's sorted, I'm basically like, once everyone's done what they need to do, I'm getting ready to know exactly which way we're heading, and then keeping an eye out to make sure nobody is coming this way that we don't want.
Well, you are flying.
And
and I mean, Flashheart, right? Let's not beat around the bush. He's a good-looking guy. Yeah, he dresses well.
He's a V-Rock.
He composes himself.
he's a
well.
V-Rock.
Yeah, he's a V-Rock. He is a fucking good-looking V-Rock. There are other V-Rocks in the area.
He's the best looking V-Rock you've ever seen.
I know.
He's an A+ rock.
His plumage is particularly magnificent, and it's V-Rock breeding season. And he's attracted 3 female V-Rocks to come and see what these things are flying along.
Gary, what is it with you and birds mating?
Well, I was
To be
just
fair-
gonna say, like I used to play this game when I was 12, and it's getting scary here.
To be fair, I always had an aerial encounter ready because I figured you'd try and fly down if you didn't climb down. So I needed something. It just so happens it's 3 V-Rocks, and you chose a V-Rock from no prompting from myself. And Flashheart's a good-looking character. So it's clearly going to be 3 female V-Rocks in heat. And they are coming over to have a look. So let's figure out how this works. Everyone roll initiative, and we'll try and figure out how the combat's going to unfold in midair.
No combat, no
It's gonna be
combat,
fun.
no combat. 3.
Everyone roll initiative.
Yeah.
Does Flashheart still have a hold of me right now? I just need to know
Oh, yep, he does.
this. Okay.
Oh, does he? Okay.
I got a 9. Yeah, we're still in midair.
Yep.
I thought we'd landed.
No, not yet.
Where the hell is the initiative button?
It should
up
be
at-
next to your armor class, I think it is.
Up at the top.
Oh, there it is. Yep. 14. 18 with the bonus.
Oh,
I've got a 9.
Excellent. So let me.
Okay, we'll go down that route. We can do this.
I feel
Okay.
some aeronautic archery happening here.
Well,
You're gonna be like Legolas with this one, bud.
Yeah.
it's interesting because Gore Hunter, you are first in initiative order. Now, Flash Arts spied these VVox or Vox, and you know he's letting his plumage do all the talking. Because Flash Art will never let an opportunity like this pass, I'm sure.
I felt like I've been easily distracted on this one. This was just get from there to there.
Flashheart has
Well-
ADHD as well.
Yeah.
maybe.
They let out a mating call, and Flash Art, you couldn't help yourself but respond. I was like, "Hello, ladies." Yes, they're wild, their wild charm. So Gore Hunter, he's,
What are my available targets at this point?
3 VVox making a beeline for the one that's carrying you.
Yes. Well, of course we have to stop that because Lord knows that Flockhart is good enough with the whole sex thing.
An arrow to the back of my head might be the quickest end to this.
Jeremiah votes for this.
All right, so I'm gonna do a shot with the longbow, and that was
Yep.
a horrible roll. So that's 11.
Unfortunately, that does miss.
That does miss, but
You've got a second one.
I do have a second shot. Oh, and that was a critical failure. So my dice rolling is going very well right now.
You're still a bit shook up. Let's not forget he did shake you so that you could wave to Jeremiah. It is these Vox goes, and they are going to swoop in. They're just going to close the distance. So
Well,
they
at least
are-
I didn't shoot an arrow up Flockhart's butt, so we're good there.
So they are now circling Flash Art and making noises, trying to attract his attention.
Making noises?
He's so fast, but he's such a bad shot.
Jeremiah, you're about 15 feet behind and 10 feet below. And,
Yeah.
and you've seen all this happen, and it's your go.
Hold action.
Yeah.
Finish map.
Yeah.
No, I am.
He's shooting arrows wildly at this point.
Actually, what can I do? Yeah, let's do on the one that's let's it's nice to be nice, and I would help. So let's try.
But don't forget, you are holding 2 small people.
How close? What range am I in, Dan?
15 feet to them, but they're 10 feet up as well. They're 10 feet high because you're losing altitude and they're flying.
Okay, so then can I look up and at the one closest to them, can I unleash? Where's it gone? Oh, sorry, Fist of Unbroken Air, please.
Okay.
So
As a secondary action, I say, drop the short people and help me.
Do you actually have to do a
I don't-
fist to do this?
No, create a blaster one throws. No, it's a ranged attack. So 30 feet range, create a blaster compressed air that strikes like a mighty fist with an action spend 2 key points, chosen creature, 30 feet. Creature makes a strength saving throw. Failed save. On a failed save, they take 3d10 plus an extra d10 for every key point I spend, and I can knock the creature 20 feet away and knock them prone. And on a successful save,
I will allow you to keep hold of Fonkin and Felix.
Okay. Say,
So
one or the other.
it has rolled
Rolled what?
It's rolled an 11. It's save, which probably is an 11.
Yeah, strength save 10. So yeah, you pass.
I forgot about the whole secondary.
So then you take.
Can
You take half of 3d10. The closest one will take half of 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yep.
I forgot about the whole secondary action thing. Can I throw Hunter's Mark on the guy too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so yeah, 15.
15.
Half, so it's cut in half though, isn't it? Yeah. So just 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
That's what I can do.
Yep.
But what I do is Funkin's on my shoulder and I yell at Funkin. Funkin, Eldritch, blast these motherfuckers.
It is Flash Art's go now.
Oh. So, can I put Fatora and Gore Hunter onto my back to ride me like a horse? So I've got my hands free. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do.
You can do
I'm gonna do that. Hopefully, meaning a bit more stability for those two.
Yep.
Am I able to get close enough for a multi-attack beacon talon style?
Oh yes, yeah. You can.
Well, we're going in. We're go- So I've got what am I right? I see my stats, but is it a D?
You will. So your beak attack. Well, both your beak and your talons are +6. So roll a d20 and add 6.
It is D20. Okay, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Right. So first attack is beak. We're beaking in. And almost got 12. So 6 + 6, 12.
Yeah. It's not quite enough. And then your second one is the talons. So again, d20 +6.
D20 +6 is 19.
Oh yeah, that hits. Now it's 2d10 +3 damage.
2d10. Is 11 + 3, so 14.
14. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't have magical attacks, so it only takes half that damage. Yeah, I mean, you've singled out one of these female Vox, and it's getting somewhat battered.
And mildly scratched it, it would appear. Brilliant.
You also have a stunning screech, which you can do once per day.
I do, but it says that it will just smash everyone else but the demons, no? You're trying to trick me, Gary. You're trying to trick me into knocking everyone else out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, no, I didn't see that. There is a demon. You're right. Okay. Yeah, that... I was just saying, you could use that to stun them and fly away. And
you always got it, though, buddy. You always got it.
Damn, he's read it.
In case I don't want anyone else to see my embarrassing attempts, yes, I'm going to stun everyone and then fly away.
Cool. Felix, it's your go.
Get your loot out, mate.
Are you hearing us, monkey?
Play some love music. I mean, probably Flash just needs to pick one of them to select as his suitor, right?
I don't think this is an issue. I can't see that him being attracted, him having two of these things, I don't see as an issue.
If you want to be serenaded, man, I do a pretty good Axl Rose. Yeah.
So I'm going to grab Franklin by the hand.
Yeah.
And if he's willing, I'm going to dimension door 250 feet to the ground into the space.
Yes, Fonkin is definitely willing because then I don't have to make rolls for him.
I love it. You said
I'm gone. Because the only person in the whole party I'm seriously concerned about is Fatora. And I have, because she's the one that's going to keep us alive, right? She can get us,
she'll be fine.
the boys can fight amongst themselves, you know, like arrows, swords.
Really, no concern for the guy that's dangling off of the weird thing that just appeared. And
You've got to earn your stripes.
no concern for that guy at all.
He's not even a revenger. Come on.
They
Don't
stole
worry
the
about it.
trousers, sent me invisible, and made me fight an invisible pig.
The problem is, Flashheart will enjoy this. I know he will. Like, I know this is not my day.
He had a night with a succubus, right?
Yeah,
It's not bad that I made him finish soon. Finish quickly on the sushi boat.
so I would like to dimension door 500 feet to the ground in a nice, clear, safe area.
It's away from the battle, yeah.
And as a bonus action, I can start, because it takes 10 minutes, I can start ritually casting Tiny Hut.
Excellent. Cool. It is Fatora.
Okay. Can I make a roll to see if I can figure out if they're attacking? I know they've attacked because we attacked them, but can I figure out are they attacking us because we're genuinely a threat, or is it just because they want Loverboy underneath the gun?
You want Loverboy?
Yeah, but I need to know if Fatora knows that.
I think Fatora's seen enough of the world to be able to figure this one out now.
Cool. Then I lean down because I get on my knees. I'm gonna speak to Flashheart in one sense. I get close. I'm gonna say, right, you need to drop me and Go Hunter off.
Yes.
In your next turn, okay, sweetie? And then you need to go have some fun. And while you have some fun, we're gonna sort things out, and then you come back here to meet up with us. Got it?
I got it.
I love this plan. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Just squawk once for yes, twice for no.
And as there's 1, 2, 3 of them, I'll be back in time for the small hut that will still be being built. Don't you worry.
Understood. And then, how far away is Jeremiah from me?
He's 15 feet back, 10 feet below.
Okay, I looked at Jeremiah and go, do you think you can catch me, darling? And then Fatora's going to do a run and jump and dive for Jeremiah. And just go, woohoo!
Amazing.
And I'm going to try and angle the dive so that I can go towards him, basically. But obviously, I'm going to fall quicker than he's going to go.
I pull a rope out and let the rope sort of dangle in the air so that she does something that she can sort of.
And would I be able to figure out before I did this? Would I be able to figure out could Jeremiah catch 2 of us or only 1 of us?
I mean, yeah, but it's how strong the wings are. Yeah, he could catch 2 of you, but he will plummet to the floor.
Yeah. I've got slow fall, so I don't mind. I was literally about to fall to the ground anyway.
Okay.
Right, well, I'll go with Jeremiah at least, but then I've told Flash out, and I'll Go Hunter would have heard this from me of you need to drop Flash. You need to drop Go Hunter off first, and then go with the bird.
What are you gonna do with me?
And I'm gone. I jumped towards Jeremiah because I trust Jeremiah. Like I would. He's my bait. He's my boo.
There's no way I'm not catching Fatora.
Can you make me an athletics or an acrobatics roll, whichever one? So it's Fatora first, and then that'll depend on the difficulty of your roll.
That one.
That one. Amazing.
Let's go.
So, Jeremiah, you figured out what Fatora was trying to do.
Yeah, I fucked up.
And then she sort of stood up on the back of Flashheart, and she's leapt and she's caught one of his wings, and she's just somersaulting through the air in front of you about 15 feet. She's not made any distance back towards you.
And for the 3rd week in a row, Fatora's going to die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not my doing.
Yeah, could I burn a key point and control the wind a bit to slow her fall down?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bump it up.
That sounds good. Yeah, I like the idea. So she's sort of stabilised and she is falling slower, but
Yeah.
you're going to have to dive
And
as
I'm
high as you can.
free.
And
Free falling.
it is going to be a hard roll for you to
Come
actually
on,
capture.
Okay,
Come on,
what's the
buddy.
roll?
Cool. So give me athletics or acrobatics, whichever you would prefer.
Athletics or acrobatics? Athletics.
Okay.
Okay, a 17 is the roll.
17.
Solid roll.
Swear the
Okay.
Jack guy must be nice.
I know.
I mean, it's a good roll. It's not the target number I had in mind.
Yeah. But
That was athletics. You want me to roll acrobatics so you can split the difference?
No. You react super quick and you dive down and you just start to get a grip on her ankle, but then you're buffeted by the wind that's going on and you lose grip and you see Mum plummeted.
that's fine. I'm having fun. Let's go.
Let's see.
I've got a while yet before I hit the ground, don't I? Because you only fall 60 feet per round.
Have
Yep.
you got a snowfall scroll, baby?
No,
You're
but I
about
have got.
200 Yeah, you guys are about 200 feet up.
Yeah.
I have got something I can do to like rest.
Okay,
To not,
so I've got something to do. Okay, cool.
Right.
yeah, I've got stuff I can do.
We're back to Gore Hunter. You've seen Fatora just fall off the back, and
I am
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
perfectly
whoa,
fine.
whoa. Guys, she didn't fall. She actually jumped.
just to be clear,
I'm pretty sure I'm still in Flameheart's talons, like
she jumped to
flailing somewhere in the sky space. But even while that's happening, because it's really cool, I am going to take aim.
Are you gonna see Fatora? Are you gonna see a moving target and see a challenge?
Like I'm upside down and backwards, but I'm taking aim.
Is this the end of Deep Blue Sea? You're going to shoot Fatora for the leg and bring her back up?
No, I'm not shooting Fatora. I'm going for the bad guys.
But
He's
did you
shooting
not
one
hear
of them.
Fatora?
Like all the demons around
You-
us
no,
that are
you
causing
shoot
this
Fatora. He
craziness.
would have
That's
shoot
what I'm
Fat-
shooting for.
Did Fatora
would-
not explain to you that I'm going to woo the bad guys?
Yeah, I think I did explain
some of
that.
this.
Have you not heard of Cupid's
Little bit
arrow?
of this.
Did you not understand that I am flailing from your talons?
Now you're on my back now.
You're sat astride his mighty neck. Now he threw you up there. Cool, but you
All
can
right,
absolutely
well,
fire an arrow if you wish, or 2 arrows.
What I will take, the party seems. I will take a pause for the cause.
No, you shoot away. 3 might be too much even for Flash Heart. So if you can get rid of 1, that's not a problem.
All right, well, so
Oh, puppy!
first harpy away. That's a crit.
Oh, nice. Okay, double the damage then. On that bad
I don't
boy.
know how to do that on D&D.
I think on D&D Beyond it will do it. If you roll the damage dice now, I'm pretty sure it automatically doubles them for you.
So 15 or 29, or no, 15. 15
No,
crit.
it's the 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the second
And then-
shot.
And then the second shot. Oh my goodness!
Cupid's arrow
There's-
strikes again.
There's the mysterious hunter.
2 crits.
Very good.
And you Hunter's marked it, so you got to do that damage as well
17
afterwards.
on top of that, plus the hunter's mark, which is
So roll
like
2.
a-
So roll
dice
2d6 and then
six
roll
for
2d6. So you need to roll 4d6 overall.
Yep.
All right, so I'm pulling up my dice app here. Give me just a sec. All right. So 4d6 total.
4d6, yes, please.
One, two, three, 4. All right, there we go, and we roll, and we get 15.
Awesome. Yeah, they strike true. You struck them in the heart, but it It's flying, but not as good, and there's demonic ichor flying out everywhere. But the pheromones are just serving to increase Flashheart's awareness of these lovely flying.
I'm still
ladies.
in the talons, right? I'm still like upside down. And
No, you're on my back.
Yeah, you're on his back. He moved you onto his back last turn. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Is there still
Flash
3, Gary?
Heart.
There's still 3.
Yeah, there's still 3. The injured one won't quite get to you, but the other 2 Flashheart, they want to get to you, so they're going to. Like, I don't know whether you've ever seen the mating flight of a rock,
Who
but
hasn't?
it's quite rough. So they're going to like to try and bump into you. The idea is that they knock each other out of the sky and then copulate on the ground. So these 2 are going to try and knock into you. So the first one, it gets a 17, which as a rock, you have an armor class of 15. Hit you, and it does. Maybe that much. It just does 5 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
And then the second one's going to buffet you from the other side. It's like a love tap. And that one, no, that one misses you. And then we're down to Jeremiah. Desperately swooping down after his mum, who is moving away from him.
Jeremiah
Still going.
looks at her. Jeremiah looks at, I think he looks at Feitora and tries to catch him in the eye, and he's like, she'll probably be all right. And then he
Jeremiah, can I just point out, you definitely went from there is no way that Jeremiah's not going to catch Feitora.
I know.
No, this is
probably
very
be all right.
This is exactly what you do. I think a part of him would be like, "Oh, win some, you lose some."
I'll just find another mum. I've done it before. I was an orphan.
Right. She must have a slow fall. It's Feitora. It's like, you know, it's like your mum not having a wet hanky in a handbag. You know, it's like there's gonna be some safety mode there. And so I kind of watch her. So she's plummeting past me, isn't she? She's plummeting past me.
Well, she's not gone past you. She's in front of you. You've just missed her, and she's.
I've missed her. In which case, I close my wings up.
Yeah.
So I'm free falling as well. And
Yeah.
and Naruto, I put my hands behind myself and I start trying to get closer to Feitora, learning skydiving on the fly, 150 feet up.
Give me a. Yeah, so you're at like 140 feet now.
Yeah.
You'll go another 60 feet. Give me an athletics an athletics roll to see if you manage to catch up to her.
Athletic. Come on, roll, stick. 26.
26.
Nice.
Yes, you do close the distance. You're now level.
I grab her ankles.
Yeah.
And I pull her so that she's in a bear hug.
Yeah.
And then I release my wings again.
You can't release them till next turn.
Oh shit!
Because you folded them in. You folded them in this turn and plummeted.
Okay, in which case I'm just holding on to her.
So you're both now at 80 feet above the ground.
Okay. Let's go! It's fine. We can do this. I've got something in mind and we can do this.
I think we can do it. Go on.
We can do this. If Gary allows this, and this is purely knowing Gary as Ruler's Cool, Gary might allow this because it's fine.
Flash art.
I'm so hoping that Feitora.
I'm just looking up at flash art while they're fun.
I'm hoping Feitora turns herself into gas to leave Jeremiah
No.
doing nothing. Just
No.
Like that
I do have an
raccoon with the candy floss in the puddle.
I do have an invisibility potion, but no.
You totally should have swigged that.
I should have.
So what do I have the option of being able to swoop directly downwards and basically take Gore Hunter to the ground level safely?
Yeah, you can take the disengage action
Yeah.
and then plummet downwards 60 feet.
I am going to do that. I heard Fatora. I'm down with that plan, but I guarantee Gore Hunter wants no part of this. So I need to get him to the ground first. So I'm gonna.
With a flash, I was thinking of somebody else before his own libido.
I know.
Flashheart doesn't like being watched unless they want to be involved.
Unless it's pay-per-view.
Exactly.
Unless he's going to make some fun out of it. Felix, is there anything you and you and Funky want to do while you're doing this ritual? Are you looking at the falling bodies? Bear in mind, you can't interrupt your ritual.
No, you can't. You have to keep casting.
Just there smoking a pipe. Sucking a rat, grilling some fish.
Watching
Right.
Jeremiah and Fatora plummet. Just.
Well,
Same old,
I
same
was-
old.
right, okay. I can't do anything basically.
There you go.
Kids smoke too much. Right.
Amazing. We are back to the top, so we'll have Gohana, but we can wait till he comes back. So we'll go
Do I
to...
not get a turn? Do I not get a turn?
Hang on. Oh, yeah. How did I miss you? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you're last. You're after Felix. Okay, sorry.
I am after
Yes,
Felix.
Fatora.
So am I correct that because this is my turn, we drop another 60 feet?
No. So you're dropping this 60 feet during this time.
Okay. Then
Because
I
it's all
will...
happening kind of within the 3 seconds.
Cool, that's fine. That's good to know. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Death Ward upon myself. So even if I was to die, I don't die. I come back with 1 health.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to let Jeremiah know, and this is what I'm going to say, is that, Jeremiah, when we get within 30 feet of the ground, to help you out, I want to cast Misty Step, Face Step on Jeremiah, so he can basically get to the ground 30 feet safely. And then if I do drop and he can't catch me, I don't die. That's what I want to do. That's what, and if Rule of Cool, if you allow that, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me write this down. You essentially want to teleport yourself to the ground.
No, teleport you to
me
the ground.
and then you want to free fall, and I'm going to catch you on the ground.
Yeah, but if you fail, I don't die because I'll have Death Ward on.
I'm so in.
Yeah, let's do it. So I cast Death Ward at least. That's my action. My action is Death Ward.
Brilliant.
Hold on. So I'll get that off my sheet now, and then. So worst comes to worst, I let Jeremiah know. The worst comes to worst, I will not die. I will be fine.
I trust you. Fine, I trust you.
Has someone got some magic that can remove Jeremiah's shins and kneecaps from his ribs while he's standing there? As a body just falls on top of him.
Just
Cuts
100,
into three.
man. Just
As
100.
his wrists stay there, and she cuts into 3.
Yeah.
And the best thing is, there's only verbal and semantic for Death Ward, so I don't need material. So I literally, as he's hugging me, just go, Death Ward!
Gore Hunter, the Varrock that you're flying has now plummeted 60 feet, so it's quite a wild ride. You do manage to hang on. I won't make you do an animal handling roll or anything, but the wind is whipping your face. Your hat is staying on amazingly.
Of course.
As all definitely that look. And there's 3 Varrocks that have only just realised Flash has dived and are now following.
Do I have a target? At
Yeah,
this point,
still-
like, can I see anything at this point?
Yeah. Again, they're only going to be 60 feet away, and there's still your hunter's mark is still on the damaged one.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna do another shot.
And this is a cool shot because it's like you're spinning round and firing back.
While I'm standing on a rock.
It would look less cool when
I don't.
when the hat goes
I
from up
want
to
to
down.
see. I want to see the video footage of me jumping from Flameheart to the rock. But
But that's a pretty cool scene. So yeah, I'm shooting from the back of a rock now.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! How many freaking crits can you
Is that a
get?
third
in one
one?
Are you
game?
kidding me?
Oh.
Fucking hell.
That's cool.
Crit.
That's it.
He's crit
Oh,
again.
Ranger comes
That's the
good.
first one.
Have
and
you
then-
hacked
so it-
D&D Beyond?
Yeah, definitely.
So
12
that's the
damage,
first one.
yeah.
The damage is 12 on that one, and
Yep.
and is there a bonus damage on top of that?
Two,
because they're crit?
2d6 for your hunter's mark.
So 2d6. Oh yeah, it's right. 2d6 for the hunter's mark. I'm gonna cheat a little and just take the top two. So 8.
8. Yep.
And then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do the second shot.
Fourth crit. Are we
That
going
was
for-
not
No.
That was not a good shot.
That one
13.
goes wild. The wind took that one.
Well, he
Yeah,
was
he
so
did.
excited
Thank God.
about the first shot when it like blasted the bird's head apart. The second
What?
shot was just, it was a lark at that point.
that one that you did hit is down to 28 hit points. I can let you guys know that.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my
we haven't
goodness.
damaged the other two.
That's a hard rock.
That's what the Ranger's done all by himself, pretty much.
Whoa!
That's
I
a hard.
scratched
That's a
it.
hard
Scratched
bird
it.
right there.
Yeah. You did a little bit of a scratch.
I helped, Gary. I helped.
Jeremiah. Let's see. You're at 80 feet. You're now, in this turn, going to hit 20 feet. But you've been
Well,
given instructions of
My
to
instructions
do
is to hold
something.
my instructions is to hold my action and just wait and I get cast misty.
Are you opening the thing to
Yeah.
try and slow it? And
Okay,
then
yeah,
let me,
okay.
yeah.
No, yeah.
So open
I
the
mean-
wings to try and get that initial oomph, and then
Yeah.
Let's get some drag. And my cloak, I'll let my cloak do some billowing. as
This
well.
this is
Most of the
this
John
is-
Willer effect.
yeah. This is the second time that you've required this of this piece of equipment, right?
It's
This
been reinforced since the last
look,
time.
it did get reinforced since last time.
We got
But that-
reinforced to the 500 gold here, which I'm sure is like the Dungeon Master.
it's two big hits in a short space of time.
It is.
I'll
Okay.
get mending ready for tomorrow. Don't worry.
You've
You look French already.
I'll get mending ready.
Let's make
I keep
it-
jumping on Jeremiah, but I keep forgetting that whole secondary action thing. I'm gonna I want to do like animal handling on the rock that I'm shooting from.
it's
We need to be
unresponsive.
friends.
Go Hunter. You can't handle this animal. Just trust me on that.
He's in mating mode now.
Oh goodness! Well, I don't want to be that good a friend.
Jeremiah, to represent the strain on these wings, can you make
Sure.
me a strength save, please?
Certainly, DM. I find it. And that'll be a crit.
Plus,
Oh, nicely
yeah!
Thank you
Yeah.
to roll.
Fuck
I mean-
yeah!
You
30
hear
is
it
the roll.
creak, you hear a slight tear in some of the material, and you swear you can hear some of the spars buckle, but it does enough. You jammy fucker.
Yeah!
And 30 feet from the ground, you turn it into a glide, and you're hanging on to Fatora.
Has Jeremiah still got the map, by the way? Has he tucked that away somewhere?
No, I've still got the map, and I've got
Map's on my
a-
back right now,
I've got
just
a nice-
pressed.
A nice sketch of you presenting at three
Nice. I please everyone
Oh.
remembers that term.
Oh. It's Felix's turn.
Flash art, what do you want to do? Do you want to just keep going towards the ground?
Yeah. How close am I now?
Well, what we can do is, because there's no danger of imminent death from Fatora and Jeremiah, now that he's aced the roll with a crit, which is the only reason I was stringing it out any longer.
Yeah!
You get down, you drop off Gore Hunter. Felix creates the
I
tiny
don't have to
hut.
use Misty Step either then to save.
No.
I know, he saved it. He saved it.
Um, you deposit Fatora on the ground safely, Jeremiah. But she's so giddy with excitement, she faints.
Yeah.
Yay!
Gotta keep it up. Gotta keep it up.
See you next
No,
week, guys. See you next week.
Yeah.
I catch her.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I lay her down on the floor and I put my cloak down and roll her onto my cloak.
Oh.
Or you can carry her to the tiny hut.
Yeah,
And
I'll do
it's
that.
at that point
Then I ask
Flash
you
Art
what's for supper.
lets out a screech and takes off into the air. And that is where we'll end for the evening.
Oh, that's beautiful. Just the crucial moment to crit. I love it.
I know.
That was perfect.
I was going to say that never fucking happens to Jeremiah.
Gary is so fucking pissed because I basically handed myself up to die. I was like, let's go.
He's been the clumsiest and crumbling idiot for like 3 years.
It's brilliant. I love it.
A graceful moment.
Oh,
That
I
was
love it so
just
much.
the right sort of chaos that we come to expect.
Well,
but
we're in hell. Victoria's not thinking straight, right?
no.
You're in hell.
Oh.
Like every week, I don't know if I'm coming back or not.
That's purgatory. That's not hell.
Yes.
Yay!
I think we've got Bushy back tomorrow. I'm not sure if I've forgotten something.
I worry about Bushy, man. Hey, feel better, Bushy. I love you.
Yes. Hopefully we will see him back next week. Thank you everybody for playing. Thanks again, Chatbox, for coming in at very short notice again. All down to me.
Sorry, I was a
largely.
little pissed today.
It's fine. It's been really good. Thank you to everybody. Thanks for all the crits that we've rolled tonight.
Yeah,
that was a good show.
Oh my goodness.
Really good.
That's got to be a world record. That was 3 crits and 1 critical failure in like one session.
And the crit, yeah, I'd forgotten it was a 1. Of course it was. That's the way she fell off.
Yeah, that's right. It
But
sounded so cool. It just happened to be a 1, but then it was great because like Jeremiah got to look so fucking cool.
He did. He saved his mom.
He did
Not
save
on
his
my
mum.
watch.
It was
Thank you
adorable.
to Shake Glass Games. Woo! Thanks to Monkeys Emporium. Yay! Thanks to Lost Boys Pizza. Woo! We will be back next week, next Sunday, playing more D&D. And, well, I'm sure Flash Art will have a good story for everybody when he gets back.
Hey,
Yeah,
Gary, can I throw in a little plug?
Yeah. So of course you can.
Black Acid is coming back, and Star Wars.
Whoa, coming back big. Nice.
Can I ask, can Lord Flashheart make a performance roll to see how well?
Absolutely.
Can Lord Flashheart make a performance roll? I think we all want to know.
I mean, yeah, Flash Art, give us that roll now, and then I've got a week to come up with, with
story.
exactly what happened.
Am I right? Is Jeremiah correct in thinking that as Flashheart sort of squawks off, it does sound like the squawk that he leaves with is a voice that says, "Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast."
Yeah.
Might be a kibble skipper.
Oh, definitely.
Jeremiah, it's more like a woof. It's more critical. 13.
13. Okay.
That's not awful. That's not awful.
That's pretty good.
That's
Good
decent.
stuff,
And for numbers 2 and 3.
Yeah, do it.
Right, so number 113. Do I get better or worse?
Ooh.
16.
He got better.
Ooh.
Is he tired out by the
tiring out
end?
now. 6.
Let's be honest, that was the one that was badly injured.
That was the Indian one. Yeah.
I shouldn't have disappointed.
That was the Badger roll.
Yeah. Amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Johnny, for running the stream tonight. I really appreciate that. Awesome work.
Love you, Monkey.
We'll be back next week. Thank you to my players. Thank you to the viewers. Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
yeah.
Woo.
Bye, guys.
Bye.